Senior Alpha Media journalist Blessed Mhlanga has had his third bid for freedom denied by Harare Magistrate Donald Ndirovei. Mhlanga filed a fresh bid for freedom at the Magistrate Court on Friday, 4 April 2025 on changed circumstances after Harare High Court Judge Justice Gibson Mandaza had denied him a taste to freedom. Magistrate Ndirovei has today dismissed Mhlanga's bail application, citing that it lacks merit and there are no changed circumstances. Lawyer Chris Mieke gives us more.
So this morning, the 7th of April 2025, Magistrate Don Ndirovei has dismissed Blessed Mhlanga's application for bail, which he made on changed circumstances last week on Friday. The magistrate reasoned that there were no changed circumstances whatsoever. He commended the state for making progress in its investigations and said the pronouncement of a trial date is imminent and therefore there is no justification for the release of Blessed Mhlanga. That is where we are, and we are reviewing the ruling of the magistrate to see the best next steps in the struggle for his freedom.
Mhlanga expressed his gratitude towards all the donor funding coming his way to sustain him and his family, and also the Fourth Estate in raising awareness through a letter which was read by Doug Quoted.
This is a letter from prison from Blessed Mhlanga. He writes, "Dear friends and fellow Zimbabweans, as I write from this discomfort of my overcrowded cell, I am suffering from a serious bout of flu which has drained my strength and now threatens my inner peace. Sleep hardly comes as deep thoughts and lice battle for my attention at the most undesirable times. Such is the life I have lived for the past 41 days. The state has unleashed its worst to keep me here, and mostly in total disregard of the Constitution. I know I will be staying here longer for the sins of freedoms, particularly that of expression. I stay in D-class section with the most dangerous criminals. My friends, the journey has not been easy, and it remains extremely difficult as we nudge forward. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's very uncomfortable, but unavoidable. It's a journey filled with frustrations and pain, which at times overwhelms me to tears, anger, and pushes me to the edge of emotional breakdown. During these times of near emotional breakdown, I have fought with everyone around me. I have fought with my fantastic legal team, my fellow colleagues in the media who have been standing head and shoulders in my defense. I have fought with my employer of choice and even my own family. Prison, dear friends, is a dark place. It taints the soul and clouds one's judgment. For when in pain, alone, and disclosed out to the world, life is not the same. We begin to see friends as enemies, and all good efforts towards us as insufficient. I tell you, friends, these walls of punishment, built by Smith and abused by our own, carry with them a curse that needs a strong heart and mind to survive. Dear friends, I am in pain, lost and sadly broken. This experience will traumatize me for life. It's a terrible battle, which, however, I cannot afford to lose. It's not easy to keep going, but I have no choice or desire to stop. Honestly, I can't imagine how I would have survived without your voices of solidarity and love. Your donations towards my upkeep in this dark place will never be forgotten or taken for granted. My lawyers bring me all your encouraging words and deeds of compassion. I say this without fear of contradicting myself. It is you who have carried me. As I write, I am overwhelmed with tears, not from the pain of the violent cough, which at its worst rocks the pen out of my hands, nor from the pain of pre-trial punishment. It's not tears, from the moving songs of worship sung by fellows in my cell, some of whom have killed and robbed others at gunpoint. No, these are tears of joy and determination to go on. All this watered by the blood of your sacrifices and support. I wish to thank you all from the center of my being, which center remains solid even in the face of adversity. I am told, which advice I believe is true, that you have raised £4,000 towards my welfare through a GoFundMe organized by fellow journalist and brother Hopewell Chingono, appointed by my family and myself to so lead. My heart is humbled by this act of love, which I have no doubt that I have not earned in any way. There are many who have donated through other channels too. These efforts have kept my kids in school and fed. They have also spared me the pain of eating the sad story of food fed to fellow prisoners here. These rations, which hardly pass the definition of meals, are not even pleasing to the eye. I honestly wonder what extent of assault to the taste buds those who eat it must suffer. Thank you for not forgetting me or my family. Although in pain, I remain unshaken and committed to my profession of choice. I strongly believe that it's the ordinary people who matter more than those who control the levers of power. I did not choose journalism, it chose me. It would have been a curse had it been a bad thing, like the curses of many who slept next to me in this cell, who were chosen to life of crime. Journalism, which is not a crime, even though criminalized, remains a badge of honor, which I am wearing even in the darkest hour here at Harare Remand Prison. Many would want to hear my thoughts on the bail ruling today. Well, I have none, save to say I am proud of the work of my lawyers and the work that they keep doing. This team is fantastic. Lawyers take instructions from their clients. I should say they have taken my instructions and turned them into brilliant legal arguments. I'm proud that I chose this team. The results are not reflective of their work, but of other things which you might not be aware of. I am sorry for fighting with you guys, but I have a solid defense. Prison does that to the best of us. You might be aware that I am in here because Blessed Rune Sogeza expressed his political views at a press conference covered by your station of choice, HSTV. The broadcast was deemed to incite public violence. The state seems to believe that I am HSTV and have descended on me with all their might and strength. I am not HSTV. I remain Blessed Mhlanga and proud employee of HSTV. These charges are contrary to Section 277 of the Criminal Law Codification and Reform Act, which deals with criminal liability of a corporate body. It states, for the purpose of imposing criminal liability upon a corporate body, any conduct on the part of a director or employee of the corporate body or any person acting on instructions or with permission, express or implied, given by a director or employee of the corporate body will be deemed to have been the conduct of the corporate body, and if the conduct was accompanied by intention on the part of the director, employee or authorized person, that intention will be deemed to have been the intention of the corporate body. To my fellow colleagues, soldiers of this noble profession, your coverage has been refreshing and a motivation. I thank you. I have no access to what you write, but my lawyers tell me that it is satisfactory. To these organizations, Zimbabwe Lawyers for Human Rights, MISA Zimbabwe, ZUJ, ZOC, AMH, HSTV, Amnesty International, Heal Zimbabwe Trust, and many others. I pray for more strength to you. You have lessened my burden. You have advocated and have given me strength. You will never understand how deep your actions have saved me. In conclusion, I am human, not perfect, and not immune to fear and pain. Regardless of what happens here and going forward, I am deeply indebted to all of you. Dear government, please take heed of the words of USA Supreme Court Judge Marshall C.J., who, on asserting the supremacy of the Constitution, said, "The purpose of a written constitution is to outline the limit is to outline and limit the powers of the legislature and other branches of government. Its principles are fundamental, and there can be no point in framing a constitution if the legislature could exceed the limits of the constitution. I am reachable at my new address. Just be sure to bring your identity card, otherwise my guards won't allow you in. From Harare Remand Prison with love, Blessed Mhlanga.
From the heart and soul team, we wish well to Dhara and his family. Stay strong, Dhara. This storm shall pass. Reporting for HSTV News and Current Affairs, Cordelia Matek.